Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Review for July 19th, 2019. Politico reports, Biden unveils health care plan. Affordable Care Act 2.0. Democratic frontrunner Joe Biden on Monday unveiled a health plan that's intended to preserve the most popular parts of Obamacare, from Medicaid expansion to protections for patients with pre-existing conditions, and build on them with a new government-run public insurance option. The plan, which the campaign says will cost $750 billion over a decade, will be paid for by reversing some of the Trump administration's tax cuts. It is less transformative than the Medicare for All proposal advanced by Senator Bernie Sanders and supported by some other Democrats, which would effectively do away with private insurance and shift all Americans to government-run health coverage. Republicans ridiculed Biden's plan with a tweet from RNC spokesperson Elizabeth Harrington. Obamacare 2.0, because it worked so great the first time. 5 million people kicked off plans the government promised they could keep. $2 billion website that didn't work. Premiums doubled. Government mandates. No choice. And no conscious rights. An article from Fox News states, Bernie Sanders says his $40 trillion Medicare for All plan would help the U.S. save money. Senator Bernie Sanders put a number on his Medicare for All plan this week, saying his proposed successor to Obamacare would likely cost between $30 trillion and $40 trillion over the next 10 years. The presidential candidate also dismissed criticisms of his plan's feasibility as absurd, claiming it would actually help the U.S. save money, he told the Washington Post. In a speech Wednesday at George Washington University, Sanders said it is an international embarrassment that the U.S. doesn't guarantee health care as a right. He said under his plan, patients would still be able to see their doctors, but won't have to deal with rip-off insurance companies. Seema Verma, administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, told Fox News earlier this year that Medicare for All would lead to longer wait times and inferior care. Verma went on to say, what we're talking about is stripping people of their private health insurance and forcing them into a government-run program. Sanders has admitted that taxes will go up under his plan. And finally, the Texas Tribune reports, U.S. Representative Al Green's third attempt to impeach Trump falls flat. The Houston Democrat has repeatedly bucked party leadership by pushing impeachment, but the lone wolf move failed once again on Wednesday. For the third time since President Donald Trump took office, Democratic Congressman Al Green of Houston pressed the U.S. House of Representatives to impeach the president on Wednesday. And for a third time, Green failed. The Democratic-controlled House voted to table Green's articles of impeachment, which he put forward Tuesday night, effectively killing the measure. The motion to table impeachment passed 332 to 95. The 8-term representative from an overwhelmingly Democratic district in southwest Houston first introduced articles of impeachment in December of 2017, when the Republicans controlled the House. He did it again in March of this year, after Democrats had reclaimed control. Both times Green efforts were roundly defeated. In a press conference after the vote, Green confirmed that he spoke with Democrat leadership Wednesday afternoon, but he declined to say whether they asked him to stand down. In the meantime, impeachment is likely to remain a near insurmountable goal for its champions as long as Nancy Pelosi opposes it. Pelosi has so far been unwavering in her opposition to the idea, arguing that such a tactic is not strategically prudent when Republicans have control of the Senate. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Review for July 19th, 2019. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.